Hello, fellow ice dwellers. Welcome back to Hills and Hollers Homestead. It's Mike, and the pigs are fine. They're weathering the cold really well. I just decided I'd go ahead and come out and feed them right now, a little earlier than what I normally do, and get them eating this and getting a little bit of energy in them to help generate that body heat while they all cuddle up in the hay. I just fed the boar too. He's all snuggled in his hay back in his little goat igloo. It's a little igloo house. You guys have seen it before on the other videos. So he came out long enough to eat, and I think yep. He said, yeah, I can see him. He said, forget about it. I'm going back in the house. I got enough to eat. So chickens, I had to get and bring out about a gallon of water for each side of the coop because their big main waterers are just completely frozen solid. So I got those big rubber bowls and put about a gallon in each one, and then I came out about 2 hours later and had to break the ice up in them to get so they could still have water. That breed, both of those, the American Breast and the Delaware Broiler, and we've had several different breeds of birds, or birds of chickens. We've had Rhode Island Reds, we've had Buff Orpingtons, Black Australorps, Barred Rock, Freedom Rangers, Red Stars, and we've even had some silver laced Wyandottes. And these birds here are the flightiest birds I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know why they're like that. They are just extremely flighty. Each coop is 8x8. As soon as you walk in, there's birds everywhere. And I mean, it's not just because of the added stress of the cold. They're just always like that, and I don't know why. So I don't know if you guys have any experience with these breeds or know anybody who does, but man, these things are flighty. So the ice water on the pig trough, there's actually about 3 inches of space between the ice and the water there. So I don't know if it's just the vapor coming up from the warmer water that's formed the ice across the top of that, but there's a lot of space between the ice and the water. So the top of the water didn't freeze. I think just the vapor from the warmer down there may cause that to happen. The rabbits, they're good. I went down and filled their water bottles up, and those heated water bottles are definitely keeping it from freezing, so that's a great thing. Now, usually when I start these conversations with my wife, I said, hey, sweetheart, come here a minute, I want to tell you something. I did a thing. And that's usually a telltale sign that I went ahead and just acted on an impulse, but truly I didn't this time. What I did was I was reading and doing some research and stuff on the bird breeds that we have and looking at some other breeds to potentially get to kind of cross over with these two to try to get the best breed or the best bird that we want, for good egg production, good carcass size, good meat production, and everything like that. So while I was reading and listening and just kind of exploring other breeds and everything like that, I'd seen the Bielenfelders, I think, I can't pronounce it. Bielenfelder, I think is how it's pronounced. It's a bird from Germany. It's a good dual purpose bird. A lot of folks use them for broilers and stuff like that. I read on them. It wasn't something that wanted me to, prompt me to really get them that quick. I didn't want to jump on that. I'm gonna set the phone down here for a minute. So, because I can get my other glove on, my hands getting cold. So, Murray McMurray has this new breed now that they brought in from Germany, and it is called Niederrheimer. If I'm saying it right, it's a Niederrheimer, and it's a dual-purpose bird from Germany, and the roosters are putting out about 10-pound carcasses. Well, they're about 10-pound birds is what they are. So that's a great size. And I was considering bringing in a Brahma or so to cross with these two breeds that we currently have to increase size. But man, the Delaware broilers, those roosters are really good size. So I don't want to do that now. But what I want to do is I want to kind of play with, once we get these two crossbred and get the results from that, to bring in something else for, of course, improved egg production and also for increased carcass and meat size. You know what I mean? Because you get some birds that are big, but they're bony, they're scrawny, these tough old yard birds. Although it's a big bird, it's got a thin carcass to it. So I want to get something that's going to be really good for us, that's going to be worth our time. So I ordered 16 of the Niederreimers, and they are coming, and I'm probably not saying that right, but they're coming. The soonest I was able to get them was the week of June 26th, and you can only get straight runs. So we're going to bring them in, and of course it'll be 16, 20 weeks before they're even laying eggs, you know what I mean, to know what we got there. So because it's so late in the year that we're going to be getting them, we're probably looking at probably September, October, if I remember. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 12, June, July, August, September, October. So it's going to be October, November before they're even laying. That is if they lay within that 16 to 20 week range. So probably not a whole lot out of them with any kind of crossbreeding until the following year, so 2024. But anyways, it'll give me a good excuse to get them established here as well. Some of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to build a couple of the Justin Rhodes chickshaws, and that's what I'm going to start doing with my egg layers. Is the hens are going to go into chickshaws out on the grass with the electric netting around them, and then the roosters that we're going to keep for raised for meat and stuff, they're going to go out in the meadow out here in the big chicken tractor. So I'll just use the chicken coops, as I said before. I'll just use these current coops right now as brooders and grow outs, to get them started and everything like that. And I'm going to use my yard. I'm tired of cutting grass. So if I can get them out on grass, and there's good, even though it's in my yard, it's pasture raised eggs and stuff, and that's they're going to let them forage and eat what they're supposed to be eating anyways, and it keeps them close. And I don't have to keep running out here to the back field, to collect eggs and stuff. It'll do it right here, and that gives them a chance to be out in the grass and everything. So look for those projects coming up. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the chickshaws, look up Justin Rhodes chickshaw. It's like a rickshaw, but for chickens. So we're going to try that and see what we can get accomplished out of that. Doesn't look like it's going to be too terrible, but amongst all the many other projects that we've got coming up, we'll see what we can get done with that. But again, it's a balmy 8 degrees out here today. A little bit of ice in the mustache and right here, so not as quick as it was last night. So all right, so animals are fine. They're fed, they're watered, they're all tucked in, they're warm. Still a lot of folks having issues with electric in the region, electric on and off from the largest electric provider in the area here, First Energy. Actually had a friend of mine, he posted on social media earlier that his water froze, his hot water froze, and he got in his crawl space, and it's a block foundation. It's a cinder block foundation. And he had to crawl 65 feet from one end, from the entrance to the crawl space to the other end where the water comes into the house and everything. And he took a little heater back there with him and a hairdryer, and he got back there and got the heater going. By the time he got the heater going and turned the hairdryer on, his electric went off. So he was kind of stuck back in a cold corner 65 feet from the opening, and no electric, no heat, no hairdryer. So I'm really hoping that they got his electric back on, because he was not so happy about it. And we have a large elderly population around here. So, those folks that were out without electric for a while, I hope they're back on. And like I said, the ones that we've contacted that we know well and everything, we said, if you got any problems, give us a call. So thankfully, we've not heard from them. That means that they're in good shape and everything. So that's it. So we told family, just stay home. Christmas is a day of the year that we celebrate as a holiday, but, to bring family out on these roads in this weather, something would happen, they get a flat, they get in a wreck, or they get stuck somewhere, it's cold enough that it can cause problems. So we just told everybody who was going to come today, said, you know what, just save it for another day. Stay home, stay warm, stay safe, and let's not tempt fate here. So I'm done. It's cool enough. I'm going to go inside now. The pigs are fed. They're looking like they're heading back in to get curled back up in the hay, and I'm going to go back in and get back on the couch and enjoy that wood heat. So guys, probably not going to be another video until after the holidays. So I want to tell y'all, thank you guys for the subscriptions to the channel. Please share our channel, like the videos, leave us a comment, interact with us. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Many blessings of peace and prosperity through the new year, and for good health. Thank you guys. Get prepared, stay prepared. Take care, and God bless.